How to write an analysis and evaluation essay. Now, normally these two skills would be divided into two separate essays, but I find most people want to evaluate whatever they analyze, so instead of shackling you according to the whims of a textbook, I've decided to let you run loose. The results of this essay will help with the argument essay that follows. So to start, what is analysis? Analysis is the disassembly of a concept down to its core parts. It's the process of figuring out how a concept operates the way that it does. How does one go about formal analysis? First, you survey the content. For the uses of this project, you will read an essay. As you read it, try to answer the following questions. What does this essay intend to do? What is its goal or aim? Who is the intended audience? Who are the people that this essay tries to connect with? What is the thesis or main idea of the essay? Do all the parts of the essay work to help that main idea? Is the author credible? Do you trust the author? Why? How is the text organized? Is it linear, flowing from point to point like a timeline? Is it circular, coming back to the thesis after veering away? Does that structure support the thesis? What style does that author use? Formal, informal, satirical, humorous, any combination of those things? After reading the essay and reckoning the answers to many of these questions, give your analysis some structure. You're going to look at about 5 criteria. You're going to describe what the text is and what it does. So what's going on in this essay. You're going to identify and explain the thesis as best you can. Sometimes the thesis is very clear, sometimes it isn't. Reckon that as you will. You're going to bring forth analysis then. You're going to look at what elements are most prominent. You're going to look at which elements are repeated, which elements are balanced or in contrast, which details are most important to the thesis. All the things that make the essay what it is. Now you're going to examine the context. What does the reader need to understand about this piece in order to fully comprehend it? Are there references or allusions to cultural situations that some readers might not be aware of? After that, you're going to provide a frame of understanding, as any piece is rooted within the time that it's written in. See through the details to discover what the piece is really trying to say. And also you need to go beyond the obvious. Help readers see things they ordinarily wouldn't. You know more about writing than maybe the average compositionalist, so you're going to explore these things. Any successful analysis helps readers make connections and understand text in ways they ordinarily wouldn't. Once you've done your analysis, now you're going to do some evaluation. So what is evaluation? Evaluation is making a judgment about a concept based on information weighed against a particular criteria. It's how we make decisions every day, except for this essay, I want you to formalize that process and break it down on paper. Essential to evaluation is a standard to compare to. This standard can be something that actually exists, or it can be an ideal condition. If I was evaluating a song, I would use Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins as my standard. Once this standard is established, it has to be considered under certain criteria. What makes this standard the best or most ideal? Danger Zone is an ideal song because the words are fun to sing in a car, the chorus has an infectious hook, the song was featured in the movie Top Gun, and it rocks. Now, take the song you wish to evaluate and compare it to these criteria. Is your song as, fun to sing in the car? Is the chorus as catchy? Was the song featured in an iconic film? Does the song rock? The evaluated song will rank acceptably or unacceptably in each category, and the explanation of how these songs compare in each category will be your particular evaluation of that particular song. Pretty easy, right? It's because it is. Now, how to write this particular essay. First, you're going to analyze the essay you've been given. What does it say? How does it say it? How does it work? And how is it remarkable? Now imagine the ideal essay. What elements does a solid essay have? I would posit that, a good essay has a strong thesis, it's got a fun voice, it's got organic organization, it's got an interesting theme, excellent insight, a story A, a story B, and anything else you would like to add in as far as all the spelling was right, which is not really a good criteria, but anyway, you're going to compare that essay to your ideal essay. You're going to go over each criterion, okay, so this essay doesn't have a strong thesis, or the organization is awesome, or the insight's not so good. For each criteria, you're going to explain the successes and failures. Why is it not as good, or why is it as good or better than the ideal? how it's failed to meet, your expectations. Then you're going to sum up your ideas in your conclusion. And then you got, boom, an analysis evaluation essay. This is a very technical essay. So, you're going to expect probably 5 to 6 pages of real technical breakdown. You're just going to explore the essay. You're going to take someone else's stuff. You're going to break it all apart, and you're going to say, this is good, this isn't good, this works, this doesn't work. Here are the reasons why. So try to be gentle. Nobody here is like an expert published, author. We're all here to learn. So try to be constructive with everything. But you are evaluating. So be fair, be honest, and should have no problems writing this. And this will definitely help with the next essay. So good luck.